Say now, y'all. Welcome back to another interview on Off the Pages right here at Baltimore Con. I think it's 2025. I think that's the year. I'm not all the way. Don't really quote me on that. All right, well, we're here. We got the artist and the writer, Definitely Trouble, right here. Let everybody let you know who you are and what you got here.
You go first.
All right. So I'm Eric Shane. I'm the artist, co-founder and co-creator of Future Vision Comics, and this is my brother Steven.
I'm Steven Guy. I'm the writer and co-creator of all the characters that we got in Future Vision Comics. Right now we got a ton of books out. We got about 6 books out this year, with about 3 more coming out by hopefully next winter. Should be those next 3.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. It's coming. Yeah, our first series is Baron Templar. We got this guy right here. And basically it's a mix between Indiana Jones and Doctor Strange. So it's a little bit of King Arthur stuff, a little bit of Star Wars, a lot of magic in it. So if you're into like Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Indiana Jones and all that stuff, and old school Marvel and DC, this is the book for you. We got number 1 of that. We got also Astro Alliance. This is our first superhero team. So basically this is the X-Men in space meets the Breakfast Club. For those of you that are not, you know, over the age of 50.
You don't know what the Breakfast Club is?
You don't know what the Breakfast Club is. Go watch that movie or tell your parents what's the Breakfast Club. Basically this is about a group of aliens and humanoid people from different planets that have superpowers, but they don't know where they came from. So they're basically looking for the origins of their powers, and there's an ancient god from before the Big Bang that's actually after them and wants to harness all their power to restart the Big Bang and create the universe in his own image. So it's got kind of apocalyptic stuff going on, a little bit of, you know, little Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not too much comedic, but it's got a little humor. But it's like if you're fans of the X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, all that stuff, this is for you. And our third series right now, well, it's more of a one-shot, but we'll call it a series, is Cygnus and Aves. And this is a spin-off of Baron Templar. And this book is a little more comedic. This is like Rick and Morty meets Super Mario Brothers meets Seinfeld. For those of you watching, this guy right here, Cygnus, he's in Baron Templar. So it's a spin-off for him and this character Aves, which is also in Baron Templar. He's a griffin that owns a cantina in the spaceport city, so that's your little Star Wars right there. And basically, these characters, you know, they're kind of like, they don't really have superpowers or anything, so they're kind of like a dynamic duo that kind of gets into trouble and goes on a little adventure. But that's a little tie into Baron Templar. And then we have plenty of different variant covers for each book. This is a special NES cover for our Cygnus and Aves book. This is limited to 100 copies. We have our retro edition of Baron Templar, and this is basically the same issue 1, but the inside is all old school, like the 70s and 80s, you know, the good old days, with the old school coloring in effect. So that's that issue. And this is limited to 150 copies, and we're getting low on that.
About to get low after this.
And yeah, we're about to sell a few more right now. No. And this is a spot foil edition of Baron Templar number 1, also limited to 150 copies. And that's the same in size as the regular issue 1. And all our books are always up on Kickstarter. And when they're up on Kickstarter, basically what we do is we finish the book first, then put it on Kickstarter. So there's no, oh, well, you're going to get the book in a year, you're going to get it in 6 months. We put up the campaign, you're basically pre-ordering your copy, and then you're going to get your book, and we don't have any trouble of where's our products, we have it. So next book coming out, and it should be coming out next week hopefully on Kickstarter, is right here, Baron Templar versus Dracula. So this is like a horror book. It's a little bit more, got a little more blood, a little violence. This is our new character Harker. He's a new vigilante guy, so he's like the Punisher mixed with like Batman. He's a little more brutal. So him and Baron Templar are going to come into a little bit of a conflict, because Baron Templar is more like your Superman type character, where he doesn't kill people. He's got a little more morals than maybe Harker, and Harker's going to come in and be like, listen, you know, we got to get the. Can I curse?
You can't, not too much.
No, okay. We got to get the crap done. We got to get the crap done, you know. And this is Astro Alliance issue 2. That should be out in the winter of 2026. And this is Baron Templar issue number 4, and this is going to be our next book after Baron Templar versus Dracula. So hopefully by the end of this year, this one will be almost done and ready to go up. So we are Future Vision Comics. This is all our comic books. We've been around for a little over a year. Yeah, we're going to keep making books. We got a whole bunch of characters waiting in the wings, different issues for these, so we're moving. And we're, you know, if you guys like retro, you like old school, you want Marvel, DC from back in the day, these are the books for you. If you're a little weary of where to jump in on new books as far as Marvel, DC, because there's either too many or they keep rebooting every time, you can jump in and jumpstart right now with us. We all have issue 1s of everybody. We're ready for you. You want to add anything?
No.
Oh, okay. You don't want to add anything.
You summed it up pretty well.
Make 'em
I guess I summed it up, right?
Making the interview process really easy.
Yeah.
It's hard at the same time. Okay, so look, you gave us all that beautiful information, and you told us what a Kickstarter is. Let me ask you guys, both you guys, questions. So now you got to talk.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about creating a comic book? You want to start with you though, Eric?
Yes, start with Eric.
My favorite part is, I would say, coming up with the ideas and actually seeing what's in your brain actually come to fruition on paper or in text if you're writing the story, and actually seeing and going, wow, this is awesome, this could be something, you know. And then once you make the book and you're seeing the characters actually interact with each other and do different things and actually like pose and have movement, it almost makes it feel like they're alive, you know. So for me, I think the coming up with the ideas and the actual making of the book is probably the best part. Aside from the book being finished in your hand, obviously that's a great feeling too. But I like the creation process. To me, that's the best.
Okay. You Big Steve?
Money. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. The lack thereof money. No, I'm joking.
The women.
Yeah. The money and the women. That's what it is. Yeah, that's where we're going with this. I mean, I don't want to give the same answer as him, but I think
Okay, it's a great answer.
that is the good answer. No, I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's the same thing as actually creating the book itself. I think actually after he does the pencil and inks, I know it sounds crazy, like coloring the book, but I think after coloring it and seeing the actual finished page, I think it really makes you feel accomplished. That, oh, another page is done, another page is done, and I think that is something that I really enjoy. I mean, besides the writing of the script, I love when I get a script done. That's always good. That makes me happy. And also, I think my favorite is probably over actually making a new character. I think actually doing sequential issues after the debut I actually like the most, because I feel like I'm a little bit more, I can relax and I can make a one-off villain or a story that's kind of self-contained to one issue without having to worry about introducing powers, the origin, making sure there's too much in the book, because that's another thing too. You do a first issue and you think, oh, this is not enough words, it's plenty. Or it's not enough words and you're like, no, you need more, there's like nothing here. So I think that's probably something that I like to do, but
you also feel like you kind of know the character more.
That's kind of
so
it
you
too.
can kind of like, almost let the character write itself, basically.
Yeah,
at that
like I like to have the character done so I can go, oh cool, now I can just come up with cool adventures for this character.
Like the story's blooming by itself.
Yeah, so you can have like your little bit of furthering the story, but now you can have like, oh, what if he does this cool little, he fights this bad guy and just goes on this adventure, like we're doing with like Baron Templar versus Dracula. You can have a little more leeway, kind of people are now familiar with the character, you can kind of just do that stuff. So I like that, even though I like making new characters, but I do like the next issues, like making sequential issues. So that's probably my favorite.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Let's say you're in the process, you come up, you have a new character. Do you have any ideas of any spin-off books? Like you already got a couple. Any more like characters you have just in a preliminary idea of when spin off to their own thing?
Yeah, so I think the first spin-off that we were talking about after Cygnus and Aves, of course, we're thinking about doing the character Harker from this book, because we are actually starting to come up with some ideas of like what his origins might be, and we're actually really excited about the ideas that we got. So that's a possibility.
That's definitely.
It's not necessarily set in stone, obviously, we gotta work things out and all that, but I would say that one is a good one. And then aside from like doing spin-offs, we do have a couple of characters that are gonna be like, have issue number ones of like their own book that aren't gonna just be a side character or whatever, like actual like, new superheroes. And we got a bunch waiting in the wings, like at least I would say like, maybe a good 3 or 4 more.
Oh yeah,
4 more?
hands down, easy.
You can base one off of me if you want.
I will. We will.
But look, man, right before we go, just let everybody know where they can go to get your stuff.
You got it.
And then we're gonna get out of here. So let them know we.
All right. If you want to get any of these books that we just talked about, go on Kickstarter. That'll have our newest book, and when we have our newest book, all of our older books are as add-ons. So when you check out with the newest book, you can go to add-ons and you'll see all the books I just listed, I talked about. As long as we have the first printings and as long as they're in stock, they're on there. You can go to www.futurevisioncomics.com. At the bottom of the homepage, you'll find a box that says subscribe. You're going to put your email in there, and when you put your email, you're going to get a confirmation email you want emails from us, and you're going to get all news on trailers that come out, new books, our convention appearances. You're going to get all things right into your inbox for your email. Other than that, we're on Instagram, same name, it's all official. Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it. Instagram, Threads, and our official YouTube channel. So we're on pretty much every social media. We are going to be on Global Comics. Hopefully, we're going to be launching that in the next week. So if you guys like digital, we're going to be on there. All current books will be on there, and then obviously our newest books will be on there after they've been printed and after they've been on Kickstarter. But again, Kickstarter, we put them up when the books are done. That's how we go.
All right, man. Look, that's all our time. The next time you met the 2 greatest brothers I've seen outside of the 7 brothers I had. So until next time, we out. Deuces.